Where do you think they'll be ranked tonight? Let's start with that, Amanda.
So where I think they'll be ranked, I think Michigan, Ohio State, and Georgia obviously will be up there. Georgia will be number 1, Ohio State number 2, Michigan probably number 3, unless they want to do the made for TV thing where they jump Michigan over Ohio State. I could see them doing that because Ohio State's win against Northwestern.
Okay,
That's just
you mentioned that. That's almost a guarantee.
yes. So that's the kind of thing that they do.
Yeah, I
So
guarantee. I will. I'll bet a mortgage payment on that.
all right. So we have Georgia, we have Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State. I think they'll put TCU at number 4, and I think they'll put Oregon at 5, and then I think Tennessee will go at 6. Just because that will ramp up everybody going. Oregon lost to Georgia, Tennessee, quote unquote by the score, barely lost to, Georgia by 14. Oregon lost by 56.
Okay, so let me repeat what you said. Georgia 1, Michigan 2, Ohio State 3, TCU 4, Oregon 5, Tennessee 6.
Yes.
We are not supposed to get along this well. We are not supposed to agree. It's better broadcast if we disagree, but I have zero disagreement with that.
Yeah,
I think
I
you're
think
exactly right.
they'll drop the ACC completely
Yeah.
because of
Oh, yeah.
Clemson just getting destroyed by Notre Dame. I think they are welcoming in either at the end of the season it's going to be 2 Big 10 and 2 SEC, or it's going to be 2 SEC, 1 Big 10, and 1 random either Pac-12 or Big 12 conference. It's depending on how it shakes out.
All right, that's the Down and Dirty at 30. It's brought to you by Zool Beer Company. Go to xulbeer.com, zoolbeer.com. And it is time for today's tough question, and we'll bring Caleb Calhoun in here. Today's tough question is right now on Off the Hook Sports.
We do our research. Have you done your research?
We're working like heck. Today's tough question. What's the real debate?
You sipping my Supe Guadalupe?
Exclusively on Off the Hook Sports with Dave Hooker and Amanda LaFratta.
You drinking my sake, Kimosabi?
Oh, my God.
All right, today's tough question brought to you by Zach England of Best and Brock. If you're in Chattanooga and you need personal injury advice from an attorney who will fight for you, that's Zach England of Best and Brock. Zach England of Best and Brock. Zach's got your back. All right, Amanda. So how about today's tough question is as simple as this. Tennessee will be ranked 1, 2, 3, 4, not that number, but you pick 4 numbers in the college football playoff tonight, and we bring Caleb Calhoun in here. So Caleb, Amanda, and I never agree because I'm always wrong. But here's the way we think the college football playoff shakes out tonight, and that's Georgia, number 1, Michigan over Ohio State, just to get Big Ten people talking. At number 2, that one's very debatable. Ohio State 3, because this is a made-for-TV event. I do think that'll happen. TCU would be at number 4, and then I think Oregon will move ahead of Tennessee from 6 to 5. And that gets, again, it's not where they should be, Caleb, not where they should be ranked, but where I believe they will be ranked to create some more chatter on Wednesday morning. What do you think of that notion?
Yeah, people have been saying this about the college football playoff for years. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really buy the conspiracy. I think that I think that they purposely set rankings to that they purposely alter them to get chatter. Yeah, I know. Hot take. I'm more conspiratorial with the NCAA selection committee and their seeding in the NCAA tournament. They definitely do seeding to set it up for upsets. I think in this one they're going to have. I agree, Georgia number 1. I think they're going to have Ohio State number 2, and Michigan number 3. And I honestly think they're going to have Tennessee number 4. I mean, I do. I think.
Really?
Alabama's still fringe top 10, and LSU's moved up. So nobody else has 2 top 10 wins outside of Georgia now with Oregon and Tennessee. And Tennessee has by far the best loss of any of those teams, again, outside of Oregon. But Oregon doesn't have 2 top 10 wins like Tennessee. And I get. So I think they're going to keep Tennessee at 4 for now. That doesn't mean that TCU can't. When I say I don't think they do things for chatter, what that doesn't mean is just because you're in the top 4 doesn't mean you'll stay there if you win out, because other teams could do things to help their own resume. But I think they go based on resume, oftentimes more than who they think in that moment is the best team, which I don't really have a problem with, because I feel like it should be resume. I don't like this whole power rankings are for best teams. Let's just call it, that's what power rankings are for, on who you think is playing the best at that moment. At some point you have to say the games matter. And
sorry, go ahead, Caleb.
Oh yeah. And so, I think they're going to have TCU at 5, with the understanding that if TCU wins out, TCU is going to crack the top 4. They will.
Okay. So hit that like, subscribe, share button. Be sure and hit the like button. We greatly appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up, and you'll give us a thumbs up. Helps the channel, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, I was looking at the analytics last night, and about 80% of our viewers still have not subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. And share. We love it when you share via social media, via the Twitter, the Facebook, whatever you decide. I'm sure there's an Insta chat out there or something like that. Amanda made reference to something called OnlyFans early in the football season. I don't know what that is.
We do not have that. We do not have.
We don't have an OnlyFans?
No, dear Jesus, we do not.
Dave, your last name is perfect for OnlyFans. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Off the hook, OnlyFans, brought to you by Dave Hooker. But
if you want to start an OnlyFans, Dave, you go right ahead.
Yeah, I bet they'll just be flocking in for the near 50-year-old dude. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to say for today, today's tough question, what 4 numbers are you picking? What 4 rankings are you picking, Amanda?
So I put it out there, and I said 3 or higher, 4, 5, 6 or lower.
I'm going to say 6 or lower, not because they should be. Not because they should be. So I want that to be very clear. Don saying Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, 3 Michigan, 4 Tennessee, 4 TCU, 5 Tennessee. Orange said lick, share, and subscribe. Right,
that's for the OnlyFans.
I know what it's for.
Caleb, who did you say? Let's go through your list again.
Okay, so I said Tennessee would be at number 4, but I think Georgia is going to be 1. I think Ohio State's going to be 2. Michigan will be 3. If I'm going for a shock, and I'll throw in a shock here, I could see Oregon ahead of TCU. I could see TCU staying at number 6. Anybody who watched TCU play Texas Tech on Saturday, this is not that good of a team, guys. Like, I'm sorry.
Who's your number 5?
Oh, I said Oregon.
Oregon's number 5, but you said for a shock.
Oh, I have Oregon ahead of TCU. I've got TCU down at number 6. I've got Tennessee at number 4.
Right, I got Tennessee up there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm putting it out there so we have it documented.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to officially say that they give Tennessee the short end of the stick, because I don't adhere to what Caleb believes. I think there is some conspiracy theory in terms of creating some chatter on Wednesday morning. I think that's what we'll be talking about as we broadcast live each and every weekday at 8:30. So like, subscribe, and share. I think it'll be Georgia 1. Are you taking mine down too, Amanda? Michigan 2, Ohio State 3. Well, mine's the same as yours. So you can just do the double mark thing. So mine's the same as yours. I think they'll flip-flop Michigan and Ohio State just for funsies. And then I think that they will have TCU at the 4th spot. And then I think Oregon will jump Tennessee because of some recency bias. And Caleb, and then Tennessee at 6.